Hello Forge fans! Welcome to our tips and tricks for the Quantum Incursions. In Quantum Incursions you have to coordinate with your guild to succeed, starting with Number 1. Selecting the right goods buildings. Each player can only choose 2 goods types, but as a guild you'll be able to cover them all. So when you start your settlement, have a look at which goods buildings your guildmates have already selected and choose the 2 with the lowest numbers. Number 2. Choosing the right units. When starting the settlement, you have to choose which 2 military buildings you want to use, but unlike goods, you are more open to choose the ones you prefer. Some nodes will require unit donations, but the total number of fighting nodes allows you to choose the units you are comfortable with. Choosing Ballista and Archer will allow you to stay safer at a range, but you'll be susceptible to the fast-moving mounted warriors. Against those, soldiers will deal more damage, but at the same time you might be weaker against the legionnaires. So choose your units wisely. Regardless of which units you choose, you'll be fighting with limited resources, so you need to. Number 3. Fight carefully. Fighting manually will give you much more control of your losses. You can make sure to stay out of enemy attack range when possible, and you can surrender if the fight looks too unfavorable. On each fighting node you will get twice the rewards if you use exclusively the 2 suggested unit types. This is definitely worth considering, but only if you are still able to win the fights without heavy losses. Speaking of bonuses, each donation node also has those for specific resources. To maximize guild success, you should therefore Number 4. Only donate goods and military units that give you the node bonus. This is where teamwork is crucial. Spreading out the goods and military buildings means your guild should always be able to donate for the double bonus. While teamwork is great, you also need to manage your own resources in the settlement. The production and construction times are longer than you are familiar with from the cultural settlements, which means a good plan is crucial for success. If you have a good plan, the settlement will hardly require any management at all, and you can focus your efforts on Quantum Incursions encounters. Therefore, we recommend that you Number 5. Focus on building up your coin and supply productions in the beginning. The quicker you get your coins and supply productions running, the more you can spend on units and goods later on in the Quantum Incursion, and you can replace your culture buildings with decorations for higher attack boosts. Nodes in the first difficulties are easier to defeat, so if you work as a team, your guild should be able to defeat the bosses, even with limited resources. Number 6. Don't be afraid to delete buildings. The starter buildings are cheap and quick to construct, but the more expensive ones will quickly outperform them, so don't be afraid to delete buildings. Another important aspect of resource management is that you Number 7. Can't do everything on your own. Collaborating as a guild allows each member to specialize in one production, be it a goods building or a military barrack. When your specialized production is required, you can donate yourself, and when it's not, you can let your guildmates take care of it. Number 8. Make sure to take down all fortresses and garrisons. If you find the bosses too difficult to defeat, taking down all fortresses and garrisons will greatly improve your chances. And not only will it make the boss easier, but completing all nodes will also give both you and your guild more rewards. Still struggling? Number 9. Look out for buildings that give you Quantum Incursions attack boosts. You can get unique boosts from the Tourney Ground and Forgotten Temple, and all the cultural settlements' main reward buildings have been reworked to provide Quantum Incursion boosts as well. Number 10. Experiment for yourself. The best way to truly learn and understand Quantum Incursions is to experiment for yourself. Use the first couple of playthroughs to try different things until you find what works for you. Do you have any tips and tricks? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. See you on the next one!